forgot where I was at.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the land.
Keep moving, right through the checkpoint.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding.
So, where to next? You could still use that.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-five figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir. Stand clear, please. Sorry, we've got a backlog. Best removal in progress. Watch your step.
Been a long time since I've been to... I'll be right here. Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there. Sure, I'm right behind you. Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Always nice to kick back with a broken spear after all. Long day.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent? Each amount?
So we struck oil? But hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Excuse me? I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? Not asking for much, just a reasonable share. Thanks. Where you sending me? Be there soon.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I don't even notice the klaxons anymore.
Hey there. Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long? Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Phil, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
Great! What can the League of Independent Settlers do for you today? Or as I like to say, how can I help make today your very best day? Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me. Although, I wouldn't mind the help. Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do, helpful attitude that List looks for in all its employees and contractors. We're looking for folks with ships and/or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications? You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, that oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? Excellent. Thank you for any assistance. Whoops. Nearly forgot. Take this.
Pardon? I'm looking for work. You hiring? I think you'll agree my rate is fair. I see. Look me up when your luck turns around.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the time.
There's nothing like fresh air filters, am I right?
Mining takes all types. Young upstarts, former military, ex-cons. If you can lift a tool and haul ore, you can mine. Can I help you? Okay. What makes you so sure about that? I'm starting to believe that. Thanks. Maybe I've been too proud. I probably do need a hand with some things. Nobody's on anyone's side. We're all basically doing this on our own. Try someone else. Sure, no sweat.
Howdy.
Better luck next time.
Hey there. How's it going?
Shanna.
Oh, so good to see you again. You weren't waiting long. Oh my! I completely forgot. Yes, of course. We have an amazing pamphlet called Top of the List, which is scientifically proven to work 90% of the time. Though, I'm afraid there's a small fee to... But your commission will more than make up for that, I can assure you. Coming right up. Goodbye.
Already told you, list isn't for me. Thanks for the offer, but I'm just not interested. Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle detonations
If you
goes
notice
off.
any of the miners exhibiting
At least I've got more than enough work to complete
feel free to
before
let
I
me
can
know.
go home.
Hello there.
Know me.
Do I know you? Ah, I see. Well, I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Staryard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around. I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Staryard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Staryards Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment. We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong.
Take care now.
Okay.
If no one else is gonna say it, I will.
Been serving drinks
Better
here.
get outta
Can't
here
say
and
I'm
go
a
to
fan of
Spear.
excitement and drunk. What's your poison?
Okay. Yes, here?
You ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out.
Let's go.
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am. Sounds about right, yeah. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I'll let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine. I got a board here in the bar where people post all kinds of spacefaring jobs. Good way to make quick money. Agreed on a discount, right? Let me confirm the amount. Okay, let's talk. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Just passing through or here to stay?
Everything okay, Gilly?
Hey, good to see you.
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets more. See, had it with Mars. Knows already.
Okay.
It's true.
Hello.
You know, you have
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I have a psychiatrist.
I guess not. It's been hard, but I'm getting through it. I'll be okay.
Layla's been going on about we have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. You'd think someone would have invented a way to keep rocks out of
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust.
What's up?
No
You
trees,
looking to do
no
some
grass.
shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm
It's
Manaki.
depressing.
Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Come back anytime.
Got something on your mind, love? Then spit it out. There's nothing like seeing old soul coming to the
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on him, but at this point it's probably for the best.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone, so... But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts...
Oh, I can't believe you're helping them. What a stupid waste of time.
Wonderful.
I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle. What I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
You can make a real good living working with mines.
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti-free.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's vets and their kin.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy. You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him? What? Someone give him the keys to a battle cruiser? Look, you can make up whatever crazy story you want, but you should forget about Percival.
You can spare us the performative stonewalling. We simply need a moment of his time, and you needn't hear from us ever again.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military. Retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend. Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable, It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xeno-weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xeno-weapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory. Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. Can understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement. Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And, one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Psst, hey, you. Maybe Vanguard? Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, no, I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right? Yeah, sure. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated space. Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Hey.
Yes?
What?
That's how my parents ended up settling here.
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to the line.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Doctor? Place ain't for the likes of you. Get out now. Good. Oh, just die already. Fall back! Oh! Oh! Get him! Power liked him anyway! Hit him now! I smell city ducks out there! Move! enough of this!
Show me what you've got. You have anything valuable? Cowards. Looks like the last of them. Access stairs lead deeper into the mines. I hope we remember the way back to the surface. miners' living quarters. I can't imagine having to live almost every waking moment underground.
Starfield has its own lock-picking mechanic, which works a bit differently than in previous Bethesda games. But if you want to access some of the best loot in the game, you'll need to learn how to do it. To pick a lock, you'll need a digipick, which you can find randomly laying around on the enemies and chests you loot, or purchased at a vendor. When you encounter a lock, you'll see a set of rings in the center and some keys on the right with pins in them, which you'll need to rotate so that they slot into the missing spaces on the rings. The best way to start is by counting the slots in the rings, so for this lock, the outer ring has 5 slots. On the right, we see 4 keys, 2 with 2 pins, and 2 with 3 pins. So by process of elimination, we know the outer ring needs 1 2-pin key and 1 3-pin key. We can also see that none of the outer ring slots are as close together as these 2 keys pins, so it must be these other 2. Rotate them in place and slot in the keys to remove the outer ring. Then use the remaining keys to unlock the inner ring. In this example, there's really only one place each key fits, so it won't be hard to rotate them in place and finish picking the lock. This was a fairly easy example, with more complicated locks giving you more keys than you actually need to pick the lock, so eliminating possibilities gets trickier. The locks in this game span 4 difficulties: Novice, Advanced, Expert, or Master. Anyone can try a Novice lock, but the more advanced ones will require you to put points into the Security skill, which has a few perks. For starters, it grants you the ability to earn 1 free auto attempt for each lock you successfully pick, up to a certain limit. Clicking the auto slot option will automatically rotate the key you have selected to a position that fits in the current ring. Once you get to rank 2 in Security, a lock's ring will turn bright blue when the key you're using will fit in it. But beware, just because a key can fit doesn't mean it's part of the solution. But it's a helpful hint nonetheless, especially when used in combination with auto slot. Lastly, note that each unlocking attempt consumes 1 digipick from your inventory, and restarting a lock costs 1 more. The number next to the undo option is how many digipicks you have left. Each undo also consumes 1. Picking a lock can go sideways fast, so the best strategy is to take your time and plan ahead. And it's okay to quick save before you try a particularly tough one.
Hey. Thought you could sneak up on me? I'm sure they had something good news. at all this old drilling equipment left here to rust. Not surprising, though. Mining lasers rendered these machines complete. Well, we clearly can't get through this way. Perhaps we should try making our way down using the caves in the back of the area. Make it quick. Something's out there.
of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time. All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the Thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
ghosts out here. Perhaps it would be worth our time to survey the area for more. Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
Captain.
Oh, they're willing to change
Crime's at an all-time low around
but not others?
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level, doesn't mean it's not secure.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that? Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Only employees of the Staryard Crime Division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia security.
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard. Really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the Authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you. I wouldn't be surprised if I was transferred to the central office once they get word of this find.
You should give that recipe a whirl. Percival's research tends to be pretty sound. And probably less than a 10% chance you go blind.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those drakes. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0500 hours the next morning. crew accounted for. We are ready to depart.
All systems looking good, boss.
got me out of the red with the Trade Authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample. What? You can reattach a finger, Percy. So what exactly did she have you bring me? Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells. Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
to get this shit moving.
Liking this game. A little slow, but good.
Glad to be a part of the team.
Sample's safe. You got my word.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
Ever been to Aquila?
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the Armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that. The Cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads. Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind. Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the Armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. That's all I'm asking. Thank you. Now I need to get this work up in the cabinet's hands. Once that's done, I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Only one point of Moira's patrol route to work from. That's how it goes sometimes. So long.
Don't be stupid! Stop now! You're under arrest. No sudden moves.
And productive place to work. Thank you for your daily contributions to our prosperity.
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband and stolen property you have on you. My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something.
Can't believe I just got arrested. Can't mistake anything.
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Like a pig snag. Get a new ship. On that note, I'm gonna stop here, upload this to YouTube, and then I'm gonna go live. So give me about 20 minutes and I'll be back. I should have quick saved it prior to getting